Here we are then. Spa. Looks like it's going to be a good race. We're going to see how much of a good start we get. Not the best start in the world at all. We're already getting a lot of speed though. A lot of speed. Wait to the first corner. Got to back off now. Said that a little bit late. So I've just got P16, but we've dropped back down to P16. So we've gone up to P15. So there's the Porsche. There isn't enough room for me to challenge, so I could have gone for that gap there, but it isn't worth risking it. Little bit of contact there with the Porsche, trying to stay on the back of him without tying him. I'm gonna bump draft him. He decides to move out the way, so I could have given him extra speed, and he's decided to throw it all away. Going very wide there, coming into the corner. There's the Sauber. Cruising past the Sauber, we've got a lot more horsepower. Making contact with the Sauber there. Just seemed to have turned a little bit more and he's coming down the inside. I'm going to have to be wary of that. Almost hit going into the back of him. Getting that power down as early as possible. Literally being a drag race. But you can just see we've got way more power and way more grips coming into the corner. Already catching the Toyota. Isn't a smart move to try and dive down the inside. Thought it was going to open up for me there, but it clearly wasn't. Going on to some of the more high speed parts of the track now. So that's how we're really starting to drop back. Getting past the Nissan, chasing down the Peugeot. Really are gaining a lot of time. Not going to have a look. Just going to cruise past the Peugeot. There's the Mazda. Peugeot making contact with us there. Not going to have a look at the Mazda. Not quite yet. Mazda getting a lot of wheel spin though, so are we. This is one of the more difficult cars to drive, but it's got a lot more power and a lot more torque. Really are chasing the Mazda down. Ferrari's gone way wide of Ferrari's there. Well, not wide, gone a little bit too deep into the corner. Cruising past the Mazda. Not going to have a look at these cars just yet. Gonna let him brave it, almost making contact. Trying to concentrate as much as I possibly can. Sending it down the inside, coming into the corner. I don't think the Hyundai's gonna have a look. Gone a little bit wide off the track, which isn't what we need right now. Very sharp into the corner, getting a lot of curve and going onto the grass. But you can just see how much this car bites the track, how much gain we can use from it. Getting P6 now. Ooh, that'll be nearly contact, nearly contact. We're getting that power and the grip down. But this car does seem like it likes to slide a lot. There's the McLaren. Very brave move and a very brave move. Didn't push the McLaren off track, just the car seems to be a little bit unstable. Got to try and get it back now. Trying to get past the Toyota, gonna have a look. Coming to the first car, I don't think we're close enough for that. Toyota getting a lot of car, and that is my car, one of my cars that I've got. I don't seem to struggle with power sliding with that car. I'm not going to have a look going into a ruse. Very dangerous move. Nearly, I'm not sure if that was contact. I'm pretty sure it was, but I'm not sure if it was. Up into P4 now. 2 temps up. Tried to stay on the racing line, the car just doesn't want to do it. Trying to force the car to take a route it doesn't want to go, but we are fighting it. Very, very sharp into the corner again, clipping the graph, keep making that same mistake. Really putting the power down now. Nearly making contact with the tomahawk, but good thing this car has good braking. Not gonna have a look. Are we gonna have a look? Thought about it, but I thought it'd be safer to back out there. Oh dear. That doesn't look good. Doesn't say there's any rain scheduled, but that really does not look good. I do think that is rain clouds. I'm not gonna lie to you. A little bit wide coming out of the corner. Yeah, it is rain. You can see it in the back. It is rain. But it's not coming up on the weather radar, which is a bit weird. Gonna have to keep an eye on the weather radar now. Going up into our roof. It really does look like it's about to proper chuck it down. I think you can see it in the background. Still nothing showing up. Getting closer to the leader now. It's only that far out of 15. I genuinely do think that it's going to rain, and if it does rain, looking at the clouds, I think we will have to go to the full wet tyre, but I'm not sure. Still nothing coming up on the weather radar. It is starting to get really foggy now, so I do think there's definitely rain coming. The car feels like it's losing a lot of grip since the track temperature would have gone down. You can clearly see it. So trying to keep paying attention to the weather radar and the actual racetrack itself, not an easy thing to do. But I do think if it does rain, we do one lap whilst the track is still moderately dry, and then pitch straight away. But obviously I don't know how that will play out. Yeah, it really is out to start raining any second now. I reckon lap 6, lap 7 it'll start to rain. Hunting down first position. 208 mile an hour now. So I think what I am going to do is edit the horsepower of this car to be tuned down a little bit more. Because I think I'm around 898 brake horsepower. I'm not fully sure. Yeah, you can see it now. Look at all the fog coming in and everything. It really is about to absolutely chuck it down. Still nothing in the weather radar. So we have got a little bit of time to hunt down P1. We're just going to do as much as we can. But if I'm still in second and it starts raining, I am thinking about pitting to gain the advantage. Yes, the track won't be dry. Sorry, it won't be wet. But when everybody has to pit, it'll probably be starting to get wet then. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. But I'm just gonna wait until it's on the truck and pit on that lap. Hunting down P1 now. You can see him. Lot of wheel spin again. You can see the rain on the radar map now coming in. So we should be in 1 or 2 laps. I do believe that is the rain. There it is. Going up through our roofs now. Carrying a lot of speed, 165 miles an hour. That rain really starting to move in now. Keeping as much speed as we can. Really is starting to get dark now. Does look like it's going to be a storm. I do think we should pit straight for full wets rather than intermediates. Just play it safe, but it could potentially ruin my race. I'm not sure. So we have got about 1 or 2 laps breathing space. So I really need to focus as much as I possibly can now. Nine tenths up. That rain getting really close now. I think that's the rain in the background. 3.7 seconds. Wait, it probably would be ideal to try and get P1 before the rain. You can see it now. It is getting close. So I do think we pick straight away for full wets and just play it safe. A lot of speed through our roofs there. Way better entrance and exit for that corner there. Gotta knock power down as fast as I can. We really haven't got any time to lose. Like, really no time to lose. And I say that as I go wide. You can see it now. You can really see it now, and the rain is now on track. So I don't know how that is. Yep, so we pit this lap, go straight onto the full wets. You can really see it coming down now. So my grip is gonna very slowly fade away. You can hear the rain, you can see how much it's struggling. And that purple bit is torrential downpour. But everybody's gonna dive into the pits. That was a risky move. I do need to come off this first now. Is he going straight into the pits or is he going to do another lap? He's going into the pits. So I'm going to follow him. Straight wet. Straight to full wets. No time to lose. Here we are then. Car up on the stilts. full wets on. So I do think the grip is not going to be good. You can really see it coming down now. Having to really slow down through our roofs. Jesus, wow, man. This really is some bad weather. You can just see how much the car doesn't want to turn. The track getting really wet now. Wow. I am genuinely okay to settle for a podium finish here because this rain is stupidly bad. The car just doesn't want to turn at all. You could quite clearly see. Ease the car through, do not push the car at this stage. You can just see how much it's really struggling now, barely being able to move. But it's third position gaining on us. The car just does not want to turn. Really struggling. This really is bad. The car just sliding through the corners. Even with full wets, there's no grip. There really is no grip at all. This is. So it looks like this car does not like it when it rains at all. Trying to get up our roofs as fast as possible. Get some of that time back. Car just not wanting to turn again. Really does not want to turn at all. I don't think this rain is going anywhere anytime soon. I've never seen weather this bad in this game yet. Like, you know, it's just got to focus as much as I can. That's why I'm not really talking. There's no way I'm going to be able to challenge for the win. This car just does not want to turn in the wet. Just doesn't want to go, you know. Really struggling to keep it. Doesn't seem to be getting heavier. If it got any heavier, I wouldn't really be able to carry on racing. "26 seconds down, that's how much the rain is affecting us here. So I am going to have to settle for a podium finish, that is a definite yes. Doesn't matter if we take time down on these straights. There's no way this is a winnable race. I don't know how that Tomahawk is managing to keep so much speed. I really don't. Trying to just keep the car calm now. That really is the best game plan. That Tomahawk wants to have a go. I'm not gonna let it have a go. Oh, the car just really struggling now. And whoever, I don't know who that was, but whoever's just come out of the pits, I hope you put the right tyre on. I don't know where you've been for the past what? 5 laps, really? Yeah, I don't think it'll get any heavier than that, man. The car just not liking it at all. Not being bad to drive, but it just, you can really see it struggling. You can really see it. Oh, come on. Fight it, man. The car is just, no. This is horrendous. This really is horrendous. Can't even just slide off the track. This really is bad. We've got another fight. I don't know how I'm gonna do these next 5 laps. I really don't. This is awful. And even be careful about the power here as well. The car just doesn't want to stay on any form of racing line. I'm not necessarily nervous, but I'm very tense. Trying to play everything safe as possible. I am starting to catch the leader now, but I still don't think it'll be enough for the race win. As you can just see, if the car keeps doing that, there's no way we'll get the race win. Um, 36 seconds down. Wow. Trying to concentrate as much as I can. Onto the long straight now. You can just about see the other cars in the distance. There is first, only 4.2 seconds ahead. Oh my lord. The car is just not having it today. Not being my finest races, but this is first time using this car in wet weather. It doesn't seem to be holding up that nicely. Got to fight the car. I don't know if it's ain't getting lighter, which is definitely worrying. So I need to get as much straight line speed as I really probably can. So that means I might have to start being brave into the car, but the car just will not have it. Really am struggling. You can even see this is appalling. This really is absolutely appalling. Getting on that power. Definitely working that section to catch the leader. Definitely is working. Gone way wide off the line there. Car not having the best day of its life. Really isn't. Gonna have to just be sensible with it now. No more being brave or anything. Just got to be sensible if I want a chance to win, but I don't think I will. 4 laps to go. Car in a bit of a better line now. Just going to be sensible here, just going to follow the braking advice, try to stay to the line as I can. The car just clipping the curb, fighting me, doesn't want to do anything. Really does slow you down, this wet weather, really does slow you down. It's just getting heavier and heavier, and it really does seem to be getting heavier as well. So we are going to start facing some problems about tyre grip. Even for full wets, even for full wets, we are already facing problems for tyre grip. I can't believe I'm saying that. Bit of a better line out coming out of that corner. Gonna lift off the power and go back on it. See if that will help. It has helped. It has helped. So we need to keep a tighter line through there, a sensible line through here. Car still sliding everywhere. So it's now official, I don't have to worry about the cars behind me. Don't let the car slide. Keep concentration. Can I get the power back down to gain some time? I have lost quite a bit of time there. So I'm not gonna try not to slide the car coming into this corner. Back up to 3 seconds now. So much wheel spin. You can even see it. The car just doesn't want to grip at all. I don't know how it is possible to race in these conditions, but some people actually are managing to do it. That Mazda just doesn't seem to be having a chance. It could have a look, but I don't want to be throwing defensive manoeuvres. I'm not going to lie to you. Car just being really stiff with me here. Getting the best exit as we possibly can. You can even see it, first position really struggling with their car as well. So it really isn't just me. If this was Le Mans, this would be utter carnage. It really would be. Bit of a more silly line there. You can clearly see the car just slid off track. Still trying to now. The rain does seem like it is going to get heavier. But I don't think it'll be here in time for the end of this race. If it does get heavier, I have no idea what will happen. That Mazda is here, so I need to worry about that now. Mazda overtaking us there, so it looks like that car's just got more speed than us. On the comeback now though. Not pushing the Mazda off track, being brave, trying to get the best exit as I can. So I am going to have to start throwing defensive manoeuvres, so I don't know whether to give up on first position to try and keep second or risk it all. Come on car, don't let me down here. I'm going to block off the Mazda. There's another car, the Hyundai wants to have a look. It is going to get to dropping all the way back now. We really do have a lot of problems here. Nearly contact. This car is just not having a good day today. Gonna have to try and catch and get third, so I am gonna give up on first position, just focus on my own race. But it ain't gonna be enough to overtake. I don't think it is. It is gonna be a brave move to get that second position back. But that Mazda is very, very scary in the wet, clearly. You can hear the Mazda getting a lot of wheel spin as well. Trying to keep the most sensible line. Just letting the car roll through. It is working. Letting the car roll through the corners is definitely 100% working. So a second has now been formed between me and the Mazda, but it is going to go down. That Tomahawk starting to struggle. So are we. Doesn't look like the rain's getting any worse, but that can always change. Getting a lot more traction than the Mazda coming off of that corner. Need to know where to brake. Gotta brake now. You can hear the car skidding under some. I'm not sure what that was. Just gonna be sensible. Really need to start playing this strategically now. I still don't know whether to give up on first position. But I think it would be a good idea, but I'm not entirely sure. Gonna cut the Mazda off, but that Toyota, sorry, does look like it wants to have a go. The Mazda just getting me there. So I do need to focus on my own race now. That is definitely official. Just try to get the podium spots back. Seems the rain might have just got heavier. It did just get heavier. But it seems to have blown over. Not going to be able to get the positions done at all. So unfortunately, I might genuinely have to settle for P4, which I was hoping I didn't have to do. So I need to pray that I don't drop back any further, otherwise my race is fully done. A little bit wide, so that will cost me. Gonna have to try to ride the curb, but nothing is working. Nothing will work. Genuinely nothing will work to get P3 back. There is no I can do. Let the car roll through. Don't put any throttle on. This has been one of the hardest races I think I've ever had to do, and it clearly hasn't paid off. Really, I'm struggling. Coming up to the finish line now, just play it safe, just keep it nice and calm. So we was in reach and grabs the P3, but it just wasn't enough. So we are going to have to settle for P4. Wow, that was hard. 16 positions gained though. So not the best race in the world, was a very, very challenging race. But I would love to have another race like that again. But yeah, not a bad race at all.